to the Drevlow Piano Studio Recital. This is the second time we've ever done this, and it's really been a wonderful time of fellowship, coming together and listening to the beautiful gift of music by some of our area's brightest young and up-and-coming musicians. Many of these students have been taking lessons for a year or several years. They've been working very hard to bring to you and show you the gift of music. We have a handful of piano players today, and a couple of violin players for you as well. I think you're in for a treat. It's going to be really, really wonderful. I ask that if there's a time that you need to excuse yourself, please do that between performances, so as the students don't get distracted by any movement that they're not used to. There are recital programs available on music stands at both doors if you didn't get one. Otherwise, ask a neighbor. You got the Minnesota, North Dakota nice, right? You can always speak up. Well, with all of that being said, my name is Drevlow. I have been honored and privileged to be the teacher to these fine young musicians, and I am really excited for what they've got for you today. Here is the beginning. This will begin with one of my older students, Ellie Nelson. Ellie has been working with me for something close to about 2 years now, and it's been really fun getting to work with her. She's prepared Someday and Long, Long Ago, a traditional classic that you might notice. Someday is really neat. She practices a little bit of syncopation in there for you, and Long, Long Ago is just wonderful. Everyone knows it. Here is Ellie. Wonderful job, and thank you, Ellie. That was beautiful. Next up is Evie Tomago. Evie has been practicing with me for a couple of years, and she has put in some tremendous work. In fact, so much so that that song, Part of Your World, that she brought to me just a couple of months ago to start working on for her recital, I never taught it to her. She brought it to me because she used her own musical capabilities to show off for you. So we will be doing a duet for Part of Your World together. We've been working on it to make it recital perfect. But here is Forest Song, and then Part of Your World. Almost forgot to mention, Evie did that all with an injured finger. Can you hold up your hand? She hold it way up high so everyone can see that. I know. Special applause for Evie, who is working through an injury to be sure to play and show you the music that she worked so hard on. Next is Sophie Jillick. Sophie started with me just a couple months ago, and she will be playing a Japanese traditional song and a court dance and rock variation. She plays like a maniac on that rock variation. There's some really cool syncopation, it's quick speed, it's rock, right? And so Sophie has worked really hard to share with you this beautiful and quick-paced music. Next up is Sarah Stetz. Sarah practiced for an entire recital last year that she was unable to make. And so Sarah, for this recital, wanted to make it up by doing last year's recital and this year's recital for you. And so she's been working double time to share with you her couple songs. And so I gotta remind myself, you start with Light and Blue, a wonderful blues piece from her lesson book. And then Sonatina in G major by Beethoven, a classic, a wonderful piece. So Sarah's worked really hard to perfect the pedal and the style and the swing. She's got it all down. Here is Sarah. I've been watching my Apple Watch because it shows me if I'm recording or not, and the recording icon went away in the middle of your performance. And I thought, oh no, I'll never be forgiven if I don't get a recording of this. So I ran upstairs, and no, it was recorded. I checked, and it is still recording. Next up is Ogden Martinez. Ogden will be playing 3 pieces for you today. Ogden is my longest and oldest timed student. He started with me to begin my music studio. And so Ogden is really a wonderful example of what a handful of years of practice will do. And so much so that I want you to refer to the program. He's playing Tchaikovsky's theme, which is a classical arrangement from Tchaikovsky. And then notice there's something called Lawrence's Waltz by Martinez. Ogden's last name is Martinez, and his middle name is Lawrence. He composed the piece to share. It's incredible. I'm excited for you to hear. And then this summer, Ogden was asked to accompany at his uncle's wedding. And so he's been working a huge set list of 7 or 8 songs? He's been like 3 times studio recital speed. And so for that, he's doing Somewhere Over the Rainbow. And he wanted to share one of that, what do you call it? One of that set with you. So here is Ogden playing 3 pieces for you. I'll tell you what, I have some really humble students. They were so fearful, not about how they'll perform today, but what they look like when they got bowed. some good Midwesterners who are humble and don't take applause very often. But for these kids, it is well deserved. Next up will be Lincoln Holiday. Lincoln has been practicing with me since my time at Schmidt Music. And so that's been really fun. He followed me over from Schmidt Music into my private studio. And he'll be playing for you 2 songs. He'll be playing for you Football Game, and then he and I will be doing a duet called Firefly. He's been working pretty hard on this for you, and he is sounding excelente. Every time I see Lincoln, he likes to come into our lessons and tell me some fun fact about this mystery stereo on this piano. Goosebumps. Lincoln is a 90s child, and it can be evidenced by his haircut too. He lives in the wrong century probably, but he really has worked hard. And though he always brings a little character to our lessons, we get a lot done. Here is Lincoln. Next up is Ellie Nilsson, and she and I will be playing a duet. Usually in my studio recitals, I try and set up a couple students, and so they get to meet each other, create a little bit of community, and they share their skills of music together. This year, it seemed only fitting that Ellie and I were about the same age, and so we would do the duets together. So I will be doing the duet with Ellie. Okay. We're not going to split benches for this one. We're too big. So we will play the duet twice through. Once she will be playing the secundo part, which is the lower part with 2 bass clefs. And then, once through, she will play the primo part, which is once through with 2 treble clefs. This is a unique opportunity for Ellie to show you all of the work she's put in for reading duets. Next up is one of my two violin students, Caroline Ham. Caroline has been working on this surprise symphony from her lesson book, and Defying Gravity, which is her favorite musical. And she's a skater, and you dance to what song? Defying Gravity. This song has been like the theme song of her life for the last year, maybe? It's been a while. Between dance and here, she hasn't had a break. She's absorbed this song a lot, and she's done some really fantastic work. Here is Caroline. She'll begin with the surprise symphony. And give me a second so I can get my stuff. Nice job, Caroline. That was really, really wonderful. Next is Sasha Jillick. You might notice that name. This is the second of 3 children from the same family. Sasha has been putting in a lot of work as well on Storms on Saturn and Our Detective Agency. Her first song she memorized for you because she just puts in that kind of work. And the second song is a duet with me because she just loved playing it. It sounds so much fun. It sounds really good, and I think you're going to enjoy it. Here is Sasha playing her memorized song, Storms on Saturn. After Sasha is young Bowden Tommerdahl. Bowden's been working with me for the last year, and he has been working through his primer book. He is in the middle of learning all of the note names, and he's figuring out his C 5-finger scale. You guys all know your C 5-finger scale, right? Yeah, good students. Here is Bowden. He'll be beginning with My Invention, a fantastic song where he works with both his left hand and his right hand, and he is reading notes off of the staff. That's huge. Nice job, Bowden. Really wonderful piece. Next is Cy Barnett, my next violin student, or maybe I should say my last violin student for the day. Cy has been working up Matthew's March and Christopher's Tune. She has perfected the ability of pizzicato, which is when she plucks the strings. That's the technique you'll see her playing today. She's also been working on her bow, and perhaps in her next recital, whenever that may be, she plays with her bow. Here is Cy plucking her Matthew's March and Christopher's Tune. When I think of someone coming into lessons, I can't not help but think about the biggest, toothiest smile of Noah West. Here is Noah, he's coming up, and every time he comes to piano, I'm convinced that it is the best day of the week for him. He is so excited, he's always learned some new worship song to play for me. He memorizes almost all of his music because he can't be bothered by looking at the book. He's got to look at the keys, he's got to feel the music. Noah is an incredible pianist. He's put in a lot of work. He's really put in a lot of work. And I should say, this song is actually memorized. It's me that needs the music with him. After Noah is the most wonderful, most brainiac, Alec Ham. Every time I see Alec, he's always got something smart and witty to talk about. He is like a philosopher if a philosopher was in high school. He's a very, very smart kid, and I think he probably teaches me more in his lesson than I teach him. Right? He is full of wisdom, and just one piece is that of his ability on the piano. Here is Alec. Next up is Gabriel, or otherwise known as Hugo Antoine. Gabriel has been working on 3 songs for you for the recital. Every time I see Gabriel, he's always got something that he wants to add to this composing that he's been doing on his own. Notice that the second song in his set is called City in the Stars by Antoine. That is his song. He wrote it, and I've asked him to come with stuff written down, but every time I see him, the song's undone. He's got to keep adding and adding, because he's just not done yet. He's got something to add every single time, and it gets better every single time, too. So first he'll play the Milky Way from his lesson book, then he'll play City in the Stars, an original, a wonderful original. And then he will play Just the Two of Us, a piece that he's been playing at school during free time. He plays during his school rest so that he can keep practicing. He's wonderful. Here is Hugo. teaching all of my students the foundations. I like to teach them they're chords, like they're 1, 4, and 5 chords. If that means anything to you, that's a huge foundation in music, okay? We teach scales. We do C5 figure, and then C1 octave, and then C4 octave. And then if they can keep going, like Ogden does all of the major scales. Incredible. Students will get really far when they know all of the foundations that start them off. Another piece of foundation that I like to teach the students is some of the most famous composers like Beethoven or Bach or Brahms, you name it, okay? There's lots of famous composers. Never did I ever think teaching famous composers would lead to Bill Withers. But there it was, just the two of us, one more piece of music. Incredible, thank you, Hugo. Next up is Sarah Stetz for her second round. She will be playing 2 brilliant pieces. One, The Spinning Song by Elmenrich, and then one piece by Bela Bartok. Bela Bartok, Sarah and I joke, we're sorry that you have to listen to it. Not because it's bad, but because it sounds bad, but she's doing it all right. Bela Bartok was a contemporary of his time, really developing in tonal harmony. And so Sarah is going to play for you one very easy to listen piece. It's fun, it's joyful. And then she'll play Bela Bartok. And I hope you hear it. it is kind of a fun piece, but it's got a little, some sparkles and shine, right? All right, next up is Zoe Malvin. Zoe has been practicing up for you Little Liza Jane and The Juggler. The Juggler's a really, really cute piece. She goes across hands. Show them what your hands will do. Like in The Juggler, show where your right hand goes. It goes over the other. Yeah. She's going to be like juggling, but on the piano. It's incredible. You're going to love it. You're going to love it. Okay, here is Zoe. Final student of the day is Shay Jillick. Shay has been taking lessons with me for the last couple months, and you might notice that he is the third of the three Jillick siblings playing for you today. Shay is going to do something unique, though. A couple months ago, he asked me, Brigham, can I Mr. Brigham. He calls me Mr. Brigham. I told him he can keep doing that. He said, Mr. Brigham, I think I want to sing at the recital. Sure, I've never had anyone sing at the recital before while they played, but sure enough, Shay will. Shay is a member of the boys' chorus at the Catholic Church, and he is a really, really wonderful singer. So I'm very excited for you to hear Shay while he plays and sings.
Hi, everybody.
wonderful time teaching all of these bright young musicians. It has been my pleasure. Honestly, I can't say anything more than just I am so thankful and so grateful for their brilliant minds, constantly booming with wonder and curiosity towards music, to learn it, and to playing successfully. They do a really, really, really great job. I would love to give them another hand. As some of you may know, just this last year, I started at Luther Seminary. I'm going to school to hopefully be ordained within the church. And in that, I have found that I have far too many things on my plate. And so I've already let all of my students know, but I will no longer be teaching. Most of my students take lessons after school, and I will no longer have that time available due to having so much to do on my plate. And so it is my hope and my prayer that everything that comes after, musically and otherwise, that it is well. And so I will be playing for you a little piece, if I can find it. It is well. I tell all of my students that I ask them to practice, and so I will practice too. I ask them to perform, so I will perform too. We're in it all together, and we all have it at stake. So we'll do this together, and we'll end together. My prayer is that it is all well as everything goes forward. Here you go. Now, before all of my students run, I would love everyone to come up here. We're going to stand in front of the piano and we're going to get a studio recital photo. For anyone that would like to take a photo, you're welcome. I will also have one person take it and send it to me, and I will send that photo out along with the video. So you'll get this photo a second time, but if you want it on your phone today, you can also do that. Sarah, can I ask you to take the photo and send it to me? Great. Okay, everyone come on up. We're going to get this photo. Let's do one more round of applause so it's not awkward as ever. Quick 10 seconds for anyone else. You can keep clapping. It has been a real privilege to teach each and every single one of you. I'm very proud of you. You've done a fantastic job. We have lots to celebrate, and so to celebrate, we have a, what do you call the thing? Reception, thanks, upstairs, and thanks to all of you who donated snacks, volunteered to share. It's a little bit of a potluck style, but it will be fantastic. We'll all enjoy some fellowship together and celebrate these young musicians who did so fantastically. Please find any stairs that goes up, any upstairs will get you there. Go straight out and then straight up, and we will enjoy some treats together. Let's go!